Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go through as Twinbid has been taken to Discord and Johan Peterstedt has taken to Twitter. Loads of information for your faces, which is absolutely incredible and something you guys are obviously wanting based on the Reddit postings. And again, we have a very, very scary pre-leak coming up from Iron Sights. So with that being said, we're going to dive on in. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our sponsor, Gamersubs, the zero-calorie energy and nootropic formula designed to be a healthier and more effective beverage for gamers instead of the normal canned stuff that we're getting. Our blend of essential vitamins, organic caffeine, and nootropics provide a consistent boost with no jitters, no crashes, and no glucose response. It's an absolute no-brainer, as well as all the accessories and gamer snacks that you guys can get. Head to the link in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. Let's get into what's happening inside of Helldivers right now. So starting off, Twinbid took to Discord earlier on today as somebody was asking if we would ever see armor coloring / customization find its way to the game. His response was evident and kind of what we already knew, but we now know full well that the chances are definitely there. It says chance of further, as you might know, we started the various patterns for some in-game items a while back. Customization, yes. Confirmed, no. Which is hilarious, but although it's not being completely confirmed, we do know that they are obviously working on something, so customization may make its way into the game at some stage. As to when, no idea. The fact that it's being worked on, although not confirmed, would say to me that we're probably looking into Q1, Q2 of next year. It's not likely to be anytime soon based on the overall work speed of Arrowhead. My personal opinion. Let me know yours in the comment section. And yesterday we spoke about collaborations with the game, so crossovers and so much more, and Johan has been diving onto Twitter with regards to this one about what he would like to see. A load of people were speculating that the CCO wants crossover. That would be the sickest thing imaginable, and he actually responded to this post and said, yes, but these are just musings. If we were to do all of them, it would dilute the IP and make it a not Helldivers experience. To add more to this conversation, here's an extended list of IPs that I would really love to do and take on. Aliens, Starship Troopers, Terminator, Predator, Star Wars, Fifth Element, Blade Runner, Warhammer 40k, Trench Crusade, Mutant Chronicles, and Drop Zone Commander. A very cool bunch in the listings, although I think it would genuinely take away the feel of Helldivers as to what the game is if we were to do all of these. I think that maybe 1 or 2 crossovers a year probably isn't the worst thing and could bring us a lot with regards to how the game actually works. And somebody had a really good idea with regards to it, although it could also be completely overwhelming and completely make the game a bit of a novel joke per se. This one right here states as the following. I think inspired by War Bonds would be the best direction for crossovers, even if you still had to get permission from the licensee holder, something that fits into the Helldivers universe but is still clearly a homage in a nice middle ground. And he states, it's a good point of view, legally distinct. And this is very true. I think that if you were to have a war bond that was inspired by something but wasn't a complete rip-off, but they still had the license holding, I think it would be a lot better off. I think that actually taking something from one game or one film or one genre and just plomping it into Helldivers would be the worst decision known to man. I know a lot of you guys would like to be a clone trooper, star trooper, or whatever else it is that you have your eyes set on, but realistically, if you put that into the game, how many people are going to think that it takes away the aesthetics and the immersion from the game overall? I think if they made some of those collaborations and they did it wrong, it would just take away from the Helldivers feeling. That's my personal opinion. And some additional info inside of the game that could potentially take place, it would be pretty damn cool, and apparently is something that the studio is talking about, although the limitations from the engine is insane. This states right here, random place to ask this, but have you guys thought about adding massive PvE battles? Something like 20 to 30 players, maybe even more, all in the same space fighting hordes of enemies, which would be pretty damn cool, especially if we had like the Hive Lord or something come out of the ground in full force, a giant boss that we could all attack. And he states, yeah, it come up pretty often in the studio, but there are engine limitations. We'll see what happens, which is a massive shame because we all know that the engine is extremely outdated, and if that's going to cause restrictions for how it is that the game can go with regards to sort of like the size capacities of where we can bring it, then it would be absolutely absolutely distraught that this would have to be the case. I'd love to see the game expand into the higher format of 10, 20, maybe even 30 player battles. I think that that would be absolutely crazy and not out of the realm of imagination when it comes to the Helldivers lore. It's definitely something that we could see, as well as something that you guys are really wanting based on the Reddit right here. It states exosuits should have a self-destruct function which overloads their core and turns them into a hell bomb. That would be insane. It would be pretty damn cool, but for the sake of having this on the side, I can't imagine them actually utilizing that. It would be pretty interesting, but I think that actually being able to set these off, as long as it was only your own mech, that would be beneficial. Otherwise, people would just be setting off hell bombs inside of people's mechs left, right, and center. Would cause for some hilarious moments, but would also cause for a lot of problems. I think we can all agree. And for those of you guys who don't want to be involved with leaks, this is the time of the video, unfortunately, where it is time to go, as we have got a awesome leak coming from Iron Sights, and this one isn't a small one. This one actually is pretty impressive and pretty damn scary. So we're going to move on into it. Thanks for watching if you are leaving. But for those of you guys who are staying, we have got this leak right here from Iron Sights about the Automaton Assault Striders. Damn, these things are absolutely crazy. Now, this is a little render that he did for the Assault Strider. Obviously, he had to utilize some textures from Dark 7 to 8, and the Striders seem to be ready to be put in the game. Apparently, there are a load of abilities, including a Walker Fire Stationary, a Fire Rockets, Short Stops, Fire Moving, Reload. They've got Stomp mechanics, which are not looking too lovely. If you guys thought that the freaking Striders we have right now are a nightmare, these things are going to be so unenjoyably aggressive. I have got no room for this in my game. I'm a little worried about these, and they do seem to be ready to be injected straight in, so maybe we'll see them come very soon as a final partake before the DSS, but nothing has been confirmed as of right now. And moving into your top comments, we have got a lot to go through, and if you guys want to have your comments showcased on the next video, then make sure you put something interesting down in the comment section and get people to upvote it, and the top ones will be in the video, as are these ones. First one here states, one thing I would like to see isn't a fix, more like a quality of life change. I would like being able to look at the map when spectating, which actually, yeah, I can't actually imagine why we're not able to look at the map while spectating. I think that is a little bit of a weird one, that the HUD isn't an automatic inject, but yeah, I think it'd be a pretty cool little quality of life change indeed. You've got my backing on that one. And the next one talks about roadmaps, as we've had the conversation now for about 2 or 3 videos with regards to it. And he states, no roadmaps, leave it as it is, but at least hint, maybe, that something is coming via their MO messages, that I don't mind as it sticks to the story. We do have that quite a lot. They just generally hint to what it is that we're going to be receiving inside of their MO messages and where it is that it's actually going to lead to. We generally know that we're fighting for something and what it is that's going to come, although right now there is nothing really coming. The DSS has been on the horizon for so long that I actually feel like at this point in time we're not likely to get it until closer to December, which is baffling because it's already been such a long time period since we've actually started that MO, and it feels like a lifetime, and I can barely remember what it was like just before that came in. So yeah, I think it's one of those, a roadmap may be good for some people, won't be good for others, but overall, all we need and all agree on is that we need more bloody content, man. Put something in here, please. And this one right here is the final comment right here that states, I wish they would give the helmet the matching armor perk. The perks aren't super OP, but having 2 would really mix up the gameplay. And yeah, I actually think that that would really help out. I think actually if the helmets had like a baseline of like 5% or even 10% if you really wanted to push things up with regards to certain perks, if you matched armor sets, you'd get an additional bonus of maybe another 5%. But if you were having a mix and match, then you just have a standard issue. I think it would be really cool actually having like bonuses for using full armor sets. It just makes sense to me, or at least that's my honest opinion. Whether they had individual perks for just a helmet so you could mix and match, or if you just had a full armor set bonus, that would definitely work really well. Although, again, not likely to happen for now, as Arrowhead have said that they've not really looked too deep into giving perks to the helmets or the capes in any way, shape or form as of right now. Bit of a shame, but hopefully we'll see something in the future. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, though. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.